hello to my people. Only the big news today. This is in the blowout of the divide in MAGA, where I'm trying to give us a winning path forward. That winning path forward does not involve Marjorie Taylor Greene, Alex Jones, unfortunately, Tucker Carlson, Thomas Massie. All those people are not going to accomplish what Trump set out to do. There's only one winning path forward. That is Trump, and that is only MAGA. Democrats are trying to divide us, and it's working on the conspiratorial right. So I already in the last video brought up conspiracy theories. I'm going to tell you today, not only I'm going to show you a conspiracy theory that I do believe, because I'm not just against conspiracy theories, I'm against conspiracy theories where there's zero facts. Welcome to In Exile. Let's get to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay, this is bad hombre. He says, did I call it or what? Now, this is what he said. Within 48 hours, Marjorie Taylor Greene will claim someone came to her house to threaten her or that she was swatted. She will absolutely pull a Jesse Smollett. Bookmark it, he said. Now, what he predicted came true. Doesn't mean she's lying, but he did predict that when she turned on Trump, that she was going to claim that she was being threatened, okay? Here's Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene. The hoax pizza box deliveries have started now to my house and my family members. So that's one claim. Update. We also received a pipe bomb threat on my construction company's office building. And finally, President Trump's unwarranted and vicious attacks against me were a dog whistle. This is what leftists claim, remember, to dangerous radicals that could lead to serious attacks on me and my family. Now it's going to come down to, do you believe that's true? So my only question is, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene represents the conspiratorial side of MAGA. And who's more likely to perform? And Trump represents the center of MAGA, probably more right-leaning, even more normal MAGA, like Huckabee or like Ted Cruz, normal MAGA. Do you see where I'm going with this? What type of person follows Marjorie Taylor Greene versus what type of person follows Trump? If you have to draw two different camps out of them. And here's what I mean by kind of a character detail. This guy, breaking Trump gunman Thomas Crooks, used they, them pronouns. That's the type of person that is on the lunatic fringe that would shoot out a president or a Charlie Kirk. He was obsessed with furries. That's according to the New York Times. Those are comic book weirdos, intermingle animals and people, who I've been talking about for 15 years now. By the way, the other shooter, so this is the shooter of President Trump, the shooter of Charlie Kirk, also obsessed with trans, which is gender bending, and furries. And he was even dating a furry trans person. Do you see what I mean by the types are similar? It's not that all furries are shooters, of course not. But there's a type to the conspiracy theorists like Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I'm sorry, but the mainstream Trump, Ted Cruz type, does not deliver pizzas to Marjorie Taylor Greene's homes. They do not call in pipe bomb threats. Do you understand what I'm saying here? It's Marjorie Taylor Greene's conspiracy types. Weirdos on the left, conspiracy theorists. Now, here's Laura Loomer. Exclusive. I spoke with law enforcement officials at the police department in Rome, Georgia. That's Marjorie Taylor Greene territory. They told me they never received a report today of a bomb threat at the business or residence of Marjorie Taylor Greene. So she called a police officer. They said, I didn't hear anything. They would have heard something if there was a bomb threat called in. Marjorie Taylor Greene posted early today that because of President Trump, she was getting bomb threats at her construction company's office. It appeared that MTG lied. The police in Rome, Georgia just told me they aren't aware of any bomb threat. The person I spoke with told me they would have been made aware of it. I recorded the phone call and I have a video of my conversation with the Rome, Georgia Police Department. So she does have the backup on this. I just don't want to post the video because I know that Marjorie Taylor Greene is so vindictive. She'll try to get the law enforcement officer fired for telling the truth. Marjorie Taylor Greene, you need to stop lying. Police in your own district just told me there was never a bomb threat reported in. You made it up. That's a Jussie Smollett. And now a word from our sponsor, Chapter. Super important you guys call this number. First, my happy patriots all know that Medicare annual enrollment is right now, but you're reluctant to call my friends at Chapter for help. Number one, the call is free. Number two, they shop all Medicare plans around the country to find the best fit for you, not the one that makes them the most money. So most importantly, number three is that I told my own mom to call them at 631-961-8696. They really support this channel and they really help my audience. Here's one example. I called Chapter, thank you. When it starts on December 1st, I'll be saving $300 per month. That's $3,600 per year. Quick, easy, and very kind, caring person that explained why I was paying so much. Good first reading today, Doug. I'm not a member, but I'm a quad watcher. Keep up the great reporting of the news and the common sense education of what this means. May God bless, continue to bless you and your efforts and your family. That's just one nice person that Chapter has helped save $3,600 a year. They just told me yesterday. Now you too can get all of that cheddar, that cabbage, that cheese, that moolah. Call Chapter at 631-961-8696 and tell them Doug in Exile sent you. Okay, so this is the kind of lunatics that I'm saying are in the more conspiracy side of the right. This is a video they put together on why they believe that a turning point born-again Christian is who actually shot Charlie Kirk, not the trans furry shooter. I'm only saying which one on a character profile is more likely. This Turning Point employee shot Charlie Kirk, says this lunatic. The furry lover is a patsy. So now they're coming out and defending the furry trans lover. This is spread this like jam. So they're asking you to move it around. Looks like the religiosity of the Christians made a move to overtake Turning Point. And they CC'd real Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, Officer Tatum, and Tucker Carlson. So that's a conspiracy that it was the Christians that Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens said in that one video where I tore her apart, said that suddenly Turning Point was going all Christian. So this is how a Christian would defend it. A Christian, someone at Turning Point, an employee would shoot Charlie Kirk to keep it more Christian. That's what conspiracy thinking will do. Here's Donald Trump responding to when they ask him if he realizes that Marjorie Taylor Greene claims that she's getting threats. And
her life is in danger? Who's that?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, he says.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't think her life is in danger. Frankly, I don't think anybody cares about her. Okay, what about you?
Are you negotiating?
He doesn't think she's in danger, so he's calling her out too as a liar bombshell. Meanwhile, this is a real conspiracy I actually agree with. So if you want to say, Doug, you're just being mean to conspiracy theorists. No, this is a conspiracy. Bombshell House Judiciary Committee proves J6 leaders Liz Cheney and Benny Thompson secretly fed Jack Smith evidence, transcripts, docs, Meadows' texts to target Trump, illegal collusion, violated House rules, abused power in December 2022, the rush before the GOP takeover, proven setup, J6 was a deep state hit job, locked them up, and this is the legal document that you can see. Wait. Another conspiracy theory that I believe in. Here's Alex Bushewitz. As promised last week, the full force of the MAGA movement will be mobilized in Indiana to unseat the rhinos who are betraying their constituents and undermining our nation by obstructing critical redistricting reforms. So this is about Indiana. We want to redistrict it. Republicans stabbed Trump in the back. That's a conspiracy and will not redistrict Indiana. Trump has promised to primary those Republicans. I will be strongly endorsing against any state senator or House member from the great state of Indiana that votes against the Republican Party and our nation by not allowing for redistricting for congressional seats in the United States House of Representatives, as every other state in our nation is doing, Republican or Democrat. Democrats are trying to steal our seats everywhere, and we're not going to let this happen. This all began with the rigged census. True. We must keep the majority at all costs. Republicans must fight back. So Trump's trying to get us back on track, off the Epstein files, on stuff that actually affects our country's future. Trump says he will support the primary challengers to any Indiana legislatures. Here's Ian Miles Chung. President Trump appears to have picked a winner in the current right-wing civil war. It's Tucker Carlson, and he urges conservatives to give Nick Fuentes a voice and let people decide for themselves if they agree with him. All he's saying is let them use their free speech. He's not endorsing anyone. There's another one breaking. It's been revealed that the January 6th committee spent $17.4 million in taxpayer funds. This is another conspiracy that I believe in, more than double its original budget, to hire filmmakers and actors to produce content dramatizing its case against President Trump. We have proof. We have evidence. This is known fact. This is a real conspiracy. Real. Just in other news, I found this one. Zelensky and Macron signed a historic deal in Paris that boosts France's military support for Ukraine. Good. I support this. France should be paying their share. It includes deliveries of French aircraft. You can tell they're French aircraft because they have hairy armpits under the wings. And now here's a message from Trump. Oh my God, Trump just posted this in response to a meme demanding Pam Bondi arrest somebody. So this is a little bit of shade being thrown at Pam Bondi. Here's, this is someone posted this. Christopher Wray testifies before Congress that he did not place FBI agents in the crowd. And now we know that he did place FBI agents in the crowd. Here's the SNL character yelling at her, for the love of God, just arrest somebody. And Trump says Ray lied. So it looks like he's trying to send a message to Pam Bondi. He's not allowed to collude with her on these investigations. Remember, there's another conspiracy that I believe in, Elon Musk. This is Biden-Harris. Remember to send forklifts to open the border when Texas built a razor wall. Never forget this lesson. Look, that's a track. They're lifting up the razor wire so the illegals can pour in. The Democrats did that to get voters in here. That's a real conspiracy. Now, here's a guy I don't agree with, Alex Jones.
When he really got pissed. Check the flight logs of Epstein's plane. Bill Clinton on there like 26 times. Hillary, too. For many of us, releasing the Epstein files has always been for the women who are victims. She said the same thing on there of Jeffrey Epstein. But also because we believe that Democrat bad guys like the Clintons will involve with him. Epstein was a spider that wove the web of the deep state. Lean into it. In every single interview I have done, I have defended country. Right. Why would you do something like this? And so here's a message to Trump. You've endorsed Lindsey Graham, who said, Donald Trump, screw Donald Trump, never Trumper, not just 9 years ago, not just 8 years ago, but when they stole the election from you 5 years ago. And then Lindsey Graham kisses your ass.
He doesn't just kiss Trump's ass. He votes with Trump. This is what Alex Jones will not address. Lindsey Graham votes with Trump, even though he stabbed him in the back on 2020. But what he needs right now is someone to vote with him. And Marjorie Taylor Greene will not vote with him. She drags him down in public. I don't see Lindsey Graham dragging him down this week. He has to go back to 2021.
And does all this, and you defend him. You defend these other neocons, and then you say Thomas Massey and MTG aren't MAGA?
Thomas Massey and MTG are not MAGA, Alex Jones. Do you know how I know they're not? Because Trump is MAGA, and he says they're not.
That's what Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro are saying.
Oh, Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro. What are they, Alex Jones? They're a something. Who, they're Jews. You can't support Mark Levin and Shapiro. You got to support Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene or MAGA.
They're super unpopular.
They're unpopular. Now we're doing popularity. Who's more popular? When I was in high school, people would say, you can't oppose them. They're popular. Alex Jones is more popular than me. I guess he's right. Why am I arguing with him? He's popular.
Their once big audiences are shadows of themselves. The only relevance they have is attacking those of us that are popular and issuing threats.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is issuing threats, and they issue threats against me, too. I'm being threatened, Jesse Smollett.
So, again, I'm not throwing baby out the bathwater because of the Tom Homans and the Tulsi Gabbards the RFK Juniors and overall.
Eye on the ball right there. He's not throwing them out. He's not throwing the whole MAGA out because of Tom Homan. That's right. Good.
Oh, we're moving the needle massively. We're having huge reform, cutting the deep state's funding. On one side, I am happier than a pig in poop.
Yeah, so let's go with that. Stay with your happiness in MAGA. That's the plan forward, my brother. Do you know why? because Israel is a giant distraction and going after. I can't keep doing that voice. I'll strip my throat. 48 mosques have opened in Texas in just 24 months. This is the enemy. This is what you should be concerned with. And I'll prove it to you. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Alex Jones have turned their back on this, the real enemy within. 48 mosques have opened in Texas. Do you see it on this video? 48 mosques. This is proof. This is the actual addresses. Just in the last 2 years, 48 mosques. That's 24 mosques a year. That's 2 per month. And I love this comment. Glad we're tearing each other apart over the Jews. It's the Jews you have to be worried about. Did they open up 24 Jewish synagogues just in Texas? No, it's radical Islam. And you got Alex Jones, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massey, Tucker Carlson going after the Jews. It's Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin. And that's after Alex Jones just now said their audience is shrinking. So their impact and their social media is shrinking. That is, their influence is less influential. Why are you more worried about the Jews than Islam, which just put Mamdani in as mayor in New York, a socialist Muslim? And you're pointing all of your influence at the Jews, you imbecile. Sorry, I think Alex Jones is a genius, okay? He's an incredible entertainer, and he's just an influencer, okay? I'm just an influencer too, giving you my opinion. Big deal. But dude, don't go telling Trump what to do. Here's Marjorie Taylor Greene back when she understood that about Islam. This is called a flip. This is Loomer Unleashed, flip-flop Margie. She used to think Sharia law was the biggest threat.
There is an Islamic invasion into our government offices right now.
And now it's the Jews are the invasion in our government offices right now.
Ilhan Omar doesn't deserve committees. She absolutely does not deserve committees.
A woman out of Minnesota, now she's going into Congress and she's got to wear a head covering.
So that she can represent radical Islam in the United States Congress.
What happened to Marjorie Taylor Greene? When did she get off of Islam and get on the Jews?
And that we need to hold accountable. That right there, we've had enough of it. President Joe Biden is being pushed around by the Chief.
By the Chief Life Squad.
So members of Congress are supporting terrorists. Hamas.
She has an Israel flag in front of her. What happened? Who got to you? The Muslims? If we're doing conspiracies, the Muslims must be paying Marjorie Taylor Greene. Final piece of news. Happy. We're ending on a happy note. Steve Sadow, hard at work on real stuff, not Epstein caca. 2 more counts, 15 and 27 squashed against President Trump. This is against the Fani Willis stuff there. Second order of defendants' motions to dismiss under the supremacy clause out there. Mark Meadows. I'm just giving a few names over here. Harrison Floyd. By the way, Harrison Floyd, I got news on him. He was on this show, who was fighting Fani Willis. Harrison Floyd was going to run against Marjorie Taylor Greene there in Georgia. I think he should. Harrison Floyd is a fine, wonderful, great candidate. If he did, I will send him money and I'll get him on this show. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to call Chapter right now to get help with Medicare. I'm Doug in Exile.